Speak what you wanna, be who you wanna be.
About yesterday, guys, like everything that's going on, don't you find it weird? Like everything that's going on, there's like so many, you know, killings. Just the news of how people are being killed is just so like what the hell? Like everybody is like getting killed in either one-on-one, whatever. It's just a lot of freaking killings. I mean, like I will always say, yeah, there are killings. I know nothing new, but it's just the fact that it's happening more frequently. Like it seems like everywhere I look on the news, everywhere I turn, it's like, oh my God, someone else is dying. Like, what the hell is going on? Oh my God, it's like so sad, right? Because let's be real, I'm a mom, as y'all do know. And if you're new, I'm a mom of 4. I have an 18-year-old son. I have an 18-year-old daughter. 18-year-old son named Josias Dazzling, just turned 13. Serenity just turned 11. And Raul, my youngest, will be 10 in October. So it's just like, I don't like it. Like, I feel like, I was thinking to myself the other day, I feel so bad for my children growing up in this era because, you know, I do understand people when they say, you know, I don't want to bring kids into this world. And back then, it wasn't as bad as this at all. But it's just like, I wouldn't want to either. You know, like I'm literally, like legit scared of my children growing up in this era, this generation, and not so much the people. It's more so everything that's going on around you. You know, I mean, cost of living went up tremendously. You got families not knowing if they're going to be able to pay the rent or buy food or provide clothing for the children or whatever, tuition. And, you know, it's just like, wow, like, this is supposed to be America. Like, we're supposed to figure it out. You know, our peoples, you know, our veterans and all that shouldn't have to be suffering. In a sense where, wow, really? There's no baby formula? Baby formula? Like babies don't even have formula on the shelves? Wow. I don't, it's just like an icky, sticky feeling to me. Like, no. You know, like one of those feelings of, ugh, this is what, it's like I don't even want to go out anymore. Like, before I used to go out with my, you know, my kids or just do simple things like going out to the park, and now we gotta be careful who's around us and, you know, not too close. It's not like a friendly environment anymore in the sense where we wasn't so hesitant to be around other people. Now it's just like, no, you cough the wrong way, they're looking at you funny. You know? I'm sorry y'all, but I don't know, it's just like, I just be in my thoughts because I do have kids that are growing so fast and rapidly, and I'm getting older, you know, going to be 37 next year, but it's just like, I got to train my kids in a sense to be well prepared and educated and, you know, smart, streetwise too, because everybody's out to get somebody. Everybody got a chip on their shoulder. Everybody want to get it at any means, and if it means crossing you, it's crossing you. If it means taking from you, they'll take. Even if it's taking advantage of someone, they'll take advantage. Because some don't want to work, some find it below them to work, or some just can't find a job, or some rather just rob and steal to go ahead and get what they gotta get because they don't see themselves as getting jobs. Or they can't get a job because their criminal record, you know, even though they did their time for it, are still being punished. So all they know to feed their family or clothe themselves or provide shelter for themselves or their family is to rob and steal. And yeah, it's not good, but I believe in my heart, and I never found this fair. I mean, my husband, you know, he did have a criminal background, but he left that alone in 2007, thank God. You know, and that's nothing new. I always been real about minds. But it's just like, he had his jobs. But it's just, why is it that if you want them to redeem their life or live a life that is, you know, like us regular people in a sense, where we don't have a criminal background, you know, we don't get into trouble, why is it that when they come out, it's hard for them to even provide for themselves, not let alone a family? Because you, the state, or the county, or the government finds it that they are not eligible for regular human being pay. You know, like, how is that? You're still sending them back, you're sending them back into a hole. I never understood that. You're sending them back into a hole where, come on, how are they going to redeem themselves? They did their time. They haven't gone back to jail. They haven't done anything. But yet and still, we're going to make life more harder on top of having a record. Which, forget it, it's not the government's fault. It's their fault, right? Applaud the government for that, because it's true. But I feel somebody is trying to, you know, have a second chance in life because they realized maybe when they were young, stupid, going through something, and they made a wrong choice. Why continue to punish them and then complain about them? That they're in the streets, they're hustling, they're doing this, they're doing that. Well, hello, you're not providing nothing. You wanted them to transition from the county jail, correctional facility, detention centers, whatever. I don't know if detention centers have a record, but I'm just throwing it out there. How do you want them to change their life if you're still holding them back? Now, there is a pardon, don't get me wrong. You know, there is a pardon that you could very well go for. And I say, go for that. That's men and women. Go for it, absolutely. But, again, I just feel like, okay, so we gotta go ahead and sit there, and it's like, I don't know. I don't like it. I just don't like this feeling I got. And it's not a spirit, it is, parliamentary. I look at it like this. You know, thank God for, you know, for those who do have. And thank God for the ones who do have a mindset of, I'm going to get it at any means, in a sense where we're just going to have to rock it out and just do what we got to do. Right. But what about the ones that really can't? And you know, the ones that work and, you know, sometimes they can't get food stamps or government help because, according to the government, they make just like $1 over. Or the fact that they are working and they can't receive food stamps or government assistance for a stepping stone to help them to, you know, better themselves. Now, I get people do abuse the system. Oh yeah, I do know that. I get that. I'm not arguing about that, but not everyone's like that. So why do that? Why judge? That's why I can't stand people who judge other people about government assistance, rental assistance. Listen to me. That's there for a purpose. You are not below anybody. You are, you know, you're not the scum of the earth because you receive that. Absolutely not. We all have a time, you know, where, Lord forbid, we may need that. So don't go shoving your nose in the air as if you're any better than the next, when God can slap you in 2.2 seconds and you'll be right back in that line you was criticizing somebody else for. You know, everybody has a struggle and a story. So who are we to judge? Who are we to put down other people because of their struggles or their journey? And if they had to go on government assistance and Section 8 and all that to go ahead and get ahead because they use it as a stepping stone, that's why it's there, a stepping stone. So why hate on the next? And what I mean hate, meaning why you judging the next man or woman? Because they gotta do what they gotta do. Just because you seem a problem with it, don't inflict that on them. And it shows what type of person you are, your characteristics. You know? Shoot. It may not work for you, but hey, they gotta do what they gotta do. Just remember, God got a way showing people and humble them quick. Because you can't go around life judging and always sitting there. Now, I get it. There's some that do abuse. That's none of our business, though. As long as you're not abusing nothing, what's the problem? You know? That's what I can't stand. There's no empathy in the world, no nothing, and it shows all over. It shows. It shows. You know, maybe this is why mental illness is very real, even more now, because people are afraid to go for help. People are afraid to say what they're going through in fear of, oh, let me post what they're going through online. Let me go ahead and ridicule them with a video. Let me go ahead and tell everybody and their mama what they went through. Oh no. How you gonna do that to somebody who's already going through crap as it is? And then some people figure, oh, I wonder why they didn't tell nobody. Why did they do that to themselves? Let me guess. Because you made it any easier for them, right? Criticizing, judging, mocking people. That's why people need to get a reality check. Alright? Remember when the times you were down. You know? And some people really had to really get on up by themselves. Doesn't mean you have to have a chip on your shoulder and say, I ain't get help from nobody. I did it on my own. Good for you. But maybe she needs or he needs to do that on this way. What works for you, works for you. People really sit around judging people's lives instead of saying, you know, maybe I should let them know there's assistance for that. There's help for that. Go to your local new opportunities. Go here. Go there. Utilize it. Be smart. Use it as a stepping stone. Don't use it as a crutch. Don't use it as an enabler. Use it to better yourself. Not to sit around and say, all right, I'll take 5 years off and then that's it. No, absolutely not. That's why I say I'm all down to help whoever. Like, I'll share every experience I went through with people, because you just never know what mother, what dad, what young teen are going through where they can't live with their parents no more. There are help for that. There's 211s, there's teens in crisis, all that. But this world nowadays is so judgy. Everybody's a therapist. Everybody sits there and tell people what they have to do instead of showing them, look, there's ways of handling this. You know, I'm just gonna give you some advice. You don't need to take it, but just a little food for thought. Maybe I feel you could use these, you know, websites for more insight for whatever you may be going through. That's all. Why everything gotta be a mockery or oh, I'm gonna write this and I'm gonna do that and that's childish. Not even childish, that's pathetic, because as children, they do it because they know no better. You know better. At least the children don't know no better. And we teach them and we educate them, right? To say, hey, you don't make fun of other people, what they wear, what they don't have. Or why they live like this, or why they live like that, why they don't have a car. What? You don't do that, because you don't know what they're going through, okay? So be nice and watch your mouth. Or don't say nothing at all. It's none of your business. If you're going to open your mouth, make sure you're opening it to help them. If not, shut it. Shut it. I can't. Like, you got to treat certain people certain
position. If you got this type of attitude. And this doctor's, let me make sure I say this before I get into anything I really want to say.
Papo, shush, I'm doing a vlog. Alright guys, so came home from work, got extremely busy, had to handle some things. So, long story short, I forgot where I left off earlier. But yes, it's like another thing after another of, you know, chaoticness and just things that just don't make sense on why it happens. Huh? And that's why I felt the need to speak on it. Oh my man. Puppy kicked her in the bathroom. So I just felt the need to speak on it. all the, like, now we're learning new details about Texas, and I don't like it at all. But you know, we gotta be the change we want to see in the world. You want to talk?
What's that about?
Oh, me saying, because it's from earlier. I was at work.
Oh, what's up?
Everything that's going on.
You know how I feel about that? This world's getting crazy.
Great. Oh, my mom actually said something like a good, hold on. Like a good scripture thing about it.
What? The world's getting crazy. Dog.
Why you move?
Dog is nuts. Protects her.
Look at him.
Always.
That.
You gotta keep your kids in house, man. This world is nuts nowadays.
Yeah.
It's getting worse and worse by the day. If y'all don't see it, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Keep it real with y'all.
Seriously.
By the day, it's getting worse. Keeping it real.
It is. Right. So we're at his appointment. He did good. It's for his spacers. They had to redo his impressions. But other than that, he had his cleaning, no cavities, none of that. So that's a good thing. But so other than that, we good money, honey. But anywho, I'm actually gonna call my hairstylist to see if I got my bangs cut a little bit. Oh, look at your dentist, lady. To have my bangs cut a little bit and to give Raul a haircut and to trim his ends. Since he is growing out his hair, that's why you see my baby like that. He smells so good. His older brother hooked him up with that cologne. They told you smell delicious, Papa? They know he smelled delicious. But anywho, alright, so Raul went Subway. I'm gonna call his dad. But anyway, so continue about yesterday really quick. Oh my god, I had an appointment today and I gotta call them because, oh geez, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, you're supposed to do blood work. I know, totally been busy. Oh my god, I gotta go to here we go. I gotta go somewhere else too. Hold on, guys, let me call my doctor's appointment and then call you guys right back.
Thank you for calling our
Not call.
This is a medical emergency. Hang up and dial 911. For prescription refills, please contact your pharmacy directly. Please note that your call may be recorded for quality assurance. To schedule, reschedule, or cancel an appointment, press 1. As a reminder, all calls are recorded to enhance your experience.
See, Papa. Okay.
Thank you for calling Harper Healthcare. This is Treasure speaking. To whom does the pleasure speak with today?
Sharice.
Hi, Sheree. How can I help you?
Hi. I have an appointment today for 1:15.
And it was a follow-up appointment, correct?
Yeah, I was supposed to do blood work. I didn't even do that. I've been working. So, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay, Sheree, so I'll be scheduled for Wednesday, August 3rd at 12:35. We ask that you please bring your updated driver's license, photo ID, insurance card, and medication list to your appointment. A copay is not due at the time of service. Please come at your arrival time. There's no need to arrive early, and we also ask that you wear a surgical mask as well. Is there anything else I can do for you today, Sheree?
No, you've been very helpful. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much for choosing Hartford Healthcare. You have a good one.
You too.
Thank you.
All right, so bye. Off to my door, and I need your seatbelt on, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I take something? Oh, sorry. Sorry. All right, so we're gonna go. And see, Papa, and I wrote my I can't do it. Can't. All right. So, anyways, to talk about what I was talking about real quick about when I was going to work. You all right, Pa? You good? Seatbelt? So basically what I was saying is, you know, listen, everything that's going on, everything that we're dealing with as a unit, as a country, is like literally insane. Every other time I look at the news, it's somebody doing something. There's another mass shooting, and it's disgusting at this point. I don't know what's going on. I just pray. I don't know what goes on in their heads to do such act. But, you know, nothing comes, you know, good out of criticizing. Instead, let's just go ahead and pray for this country, you know. And I ask people all the time, if you see someone going through something, don't down them. Don't down them. Mind your business, in a sense where we don't need negativity. There's so much going on, you know. Instead of always, you know, inflicting even more harm on them by what your words, just don't pay it no mind if you don't agree with their lifestyle or well, whatever they're going through. Like, who are you to be so invested in someone else's life to tell them how to live it? You know, and if they ask you for advice, then you could give your, you know, constructive criticism. But to constantly worry about someone else and what they do and how they supposed to live according to your rule book is totally selfish and really none of your business. You know, you don't know that by you either always talking down on an individual that you, unbeknownst to you, could be going through a mental state. You could have just, you know, placed that straw on that camel's back that will finally break whatever it is that they was not trying to revert to, but they did, you know. And now what? You know, little do you know, the person that you're criticizing that did, let's say they did something ill, then you was part of the problem. You know, and that's the problem nowadays, where people just want to talk and be so invested in others' lives and try to figure out other people instead of doing it the positive way. They'd rather do it in a negative way to say, oh yeah, look at you, look at how you're living, and look at you, what do you do? As if they never struggled themselves, as they never needed help themselves. But since a lot of times people hide behind a keyboard or a phone or a mask as if they're all perfect, when really in reality they're not. Because if a perfect person won't inflict negative, they will spread positive, you know. And I always say to myself, you can't be part of the problem. What do you look like sitting there spreading negative as well? No, instead, don't respond to anything. And also, if you see somebody, if you see someone going through something, you know, say something. Say something, whether it be your friend, a neighbor, co-worker. You know, try to talk to them. You don't know, maybe your listening ear will help them. Maybe you'll just by saying, hey, how are you? Maybe they needed to just release everything. Doesn't mean you need to criticize them or instill what you would do. No, but like, everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna pray. Not even that, I feel. Just pray. Just pray for better days. Talk to God. Communicate with God. You know, because it's real out here. Look around. Everywhere you look is another mass shooting, another killing, another mother or dad, you know, suffering. Look at yesterday, a graduation, a grandmother, 88 years old, was shot. And she had no part of the altercation between two females in the parking lot after the graduation. A bullet struck her, and she was so proud to see her grandson, the youngest grandson out of 15, graduate high school. This is sick. This is why I refuse to allow anyone to deter me in such negative ways. Listen, been there, done that. I wasted so much of my precious time when I should have just said, no. No. This is what I tell you. Let me move along, because I'm the only one in the parking lot now. This is what I say, you know, protect your peace. Protect, but also don't keep saying, oh, this country needs better, but yeah, you're doing the same thing. You know what I mean? You're sitting there inflicting negative. What's the solution? Oh, let me just criticize this person today, and you know, let's see them all bothered. You're sick. You need help. To me, that's a cry for help. Oh, I hate getting out of this way. But yes, you're sick. You need to seek help then. Because if a person's life bothers you that much, You're too invested. Once you become too invested in someone's life, and you start every day talking, writing, looking to bother, or whatever the case may be, then that means, honey, you are way too invested into their lives, and you need to reevaluate your life. Because there's no way I should be that invested in someone that I dislike, don't care for. It's too much, you know? And that's what, a lot of kids are under pressure now. You know, a lot of kids, young girls, young men are all under a lot of pressure. That's why I always say, ask your children how their day went. You know, stuff like that, because sometimes they don't want to tell us nothing. You know, nothing, because they're going to feel like we don't understand, when that's not true. We just want to, you know, that's not true. We just want to make sure that they're good. And you got some parents that are overbearing, you know, but there's ways of explaining. There's ways of communicating. There's ways that we can do better as well towards our children. You know, there is. And a lot of these teens suffer from a lot of open wound, non-closure, you know, and then some things that they battle at home, they gotta battle at school or at work, you know? So I just don't like everything that's going on. See, I'm a people person, you know. I even give my own enemies a chance to you know, if you want to call them my enemies, I guess. I don't know. But it's just like, you know what, mama? You know, if you don't know, my real name is Sharice. It's just crazy how everything that I'm seeing is like, wow. My oldest was 18. I don't want them to go in the real world. I don't want to let them out my sight, any of them. You know, and I always tell my kids, don't ever feel like you're rushed out of my house. You know, you do what you got to do. Go for your, whatever it is you're trying to go for, all right? I want to hold on to my children as much as possible, but I do have to accept, don't walk by fear. Absolutely not. You know? Absolutely not. Do not walk by fear, because that means we're letting the devil win. No, instead, keep your faith in God. Keep doing what I'm doing. Teaching my kids salvation. Letting them know right from wrong, and the do's and the don'ts, and how to carry yourself, and everything else. People's opinions about you is going to come every day of your life, even when I'm gone from this earth, honey. But I'm going to train you in a sense where prepare you, tutor you to handle what you don't care only but God's opinion. You know, only take constructive criticism if you want. Now, you know, sometimes people could be downright rude and nasty and make up rumors, lies. That's a reflection of themselves. Either they're jealous of you, want what you have, and you may not even have much. They probably got more than you. But there's something about you that just hits them a wrong way, or a way where they twist it in their own minds, but you can't let that overtake you. You never change who you are as an authentic person to fit in with anybody else, right, Pa?
Yeah.
I always teach my kids this. I always. My son, my daughters, they're getting older. As you've seen, Dazzling turned 13. She's my second child. Then there's Serenity, who's 11. Then you got Raul turning 10 in October. You know? So I know that I try to hold on as much as possible. I do. I really do. But I can't hover. I can only make sure that me as a mom, oh man, did I go the wrong lane? I did. Did I? No. Me as a mother and Raul as a father, we instill in them, you know, what family is about.
Mom.
Yes?
Do you have a charger?
Yeah, right here. You're not going to plug it in back there. It's long enough here.
Okay. But it's plugged in.
It's supposed to be plugged in. Now you're going to charge your phone, sir. And why is your seatbelt not on, sir? Yeah, I told you to put it on. Plug it in and then put your charger on. I mean, seatbelt on. But anyways, guys, get it, Raul.
But it's plugged in your phone.
And take it off, huh? But yeah. Oh, and now too, like, a lot of children are going to be homeschooled now. I know one of the survivors of I cannot say that area. Texas, okay? I know that one of the moms said that she will be homeschooled. See, it's sad that our kids can't even enjoy school, meeting new friends, or anything of that sort, because, you know, sometimes people don't realize anything, you know, behaviors, or sometimes the parents don't take time, or sometimes the kids just don't want to release it, you know. But all we can do is pray. 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 I'm gonna insert a clip of my husband explaining it, you know. And my kids, you know, my husband and I, we do our best with our children. We try to give them the world as much as we can, but also teach them nothing comes easy. Nothing. If it's easy, I don't want it. You know, because I want to be able to say, this is, I worked for this. It may sound crazy to some, but I love the thrill of grinding hard and getting to where I get to, because it's me as a woman that I know when I set out to do something, ooh, I'm a force to be reckoned with, honey. Okay? Because I'm gonna make sure for my family, I'm gonna always do what I gotta do. Always. You know, and that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of single moms, single dads, everybody going through it. So imagine if they're already battling struggles, you know, battling how they're gonna pay this, because look at the inflation. It's horrible. Let's keep it real. It's my storage. All right, so I was like, you know what, let me just finish recording when I'm parked. So we're at Subway right now, hubby and I. And so back to what I was saying, because I'm gonna go to the mall and get these cut down, because I can't do it, look. But anyways, yeah, basically Uvalde, right? Uvalde. And I just feel like everything that's going on, also about inflation before my camera shut off. So yeah, the inflation's going on. I mean, we're going through it, y'all. Everybody is, you know, everybody is. So it's just like, I don't understand the negativity that's going on, and the belittling and the whole bashing. Sorry, hold on. If you don't like somebody or whatever, just mind your business, you know? And you don't know what anyone's going through, so why always be that salty person to always throw dirt on somebody? You know, and a lot of people don't realize when you constantly bicker at a person, you don't know what you're doing to them. And for you doing that, you know, you act like you never battled demons yourself or struggled yourself, you know. And Lord forbid you may need or fall into their place. Would you like them to ridicule you? No. You know, I don't know. I don't know. And I get it, not everybody's raised the same way, or people aren't raised the same way, but they choose to practice not the right way. And a lot of children, like I said, are under pressure to look a certain way, to act a certain way, and to be more grown up instead of living their teenage life. Instead of living the life where, literally, teenage life, they want to be grown, and you know, they mimic what they see, and when you try to tell them, then, oh my God, everybody's negative towards me. As you notice, negative is a lot more prominent these days. Everybody's a hater. Everybody's negative. Everybody's trying to copy someone's style. And it's like, listen, be you, and that's it. You know, people want to convince other people to not like a certain individual because, listen, don't you got better things to do? Look around you. Why don't you just sit there and see how you can help the next person? Or, you know, if you know somebody, I don't know. But when you sit there and you make your day and your morning, night, and evening asphyxiated about being negative, that right there is a sign of mental illness, in a sense where no one in their right mind will want to seek that. When you're feeling good and you know you good, you don't care about entertaining or belittling or doing any of that, because you know you good. And sometimes when people are negative or they have chaos going in their life, they want to seek other chaos or what they can do to make other people feel just as chaotic as them. That's why I just sit there and this is what I say, kill them with kindness. It's all you can do, because I'm not going to rob myself of bad energy, of my peace, for bad energy. I don't want to trade. You can keep that. If anything, I'll pray. You know, I have children, 4. I got to worry about their upkeeping, their mindset, what I illustrate to them, how to handle things. You know, I'm too busy. Too busy. And you gotta put yourself in a bubble. You gotta say, no, this doesn't generate any goodness out of it. It generates evil, nastiness, miserableness, darkness, a dark cloud. But we have enough dark clouds going around now. You know, and that's why I never would understand why people are so asphyxiated on stuff. I really don't. I would never in my life do that. Well, let me take that back. Back then, I was too quick to clear my name. Not saying I was without fault in some situations, but I should have just, it wasn't necessary. But you live and you learn. But I'm not going to give my all to, and that's what I tell kids, young teens, young adults. If someone that you know or that you used to be friends with or whatever the case may be, and they spread lies or rumors or whatever, let them say what they want, because we all know it's lies. You know, as long as they're not here, then you're good. Or in the words of my mom, don't come over here stepping on my toes, because then that's a whole different ballgame. It was fine and cool when you was doing it from a distance, because I don't care. It's like I said, a chihuahua barking from a distance. And then when you go to reach them, they go crawling back. They don't want to be touched. So it's just, you know, I want to just talk about that, because there's a lot of children that are suffering, young adults, mothers, fathers suffering from the loss of their loved ones due to people that are really, like, literally struggling, or pure evilness. You know, because not everything I feel is mental illness. It just comes out of a pure evil spot in their heart, because they just don't want nothing to be good or people to be happy. They want you not to elevate. Instead, they're so used to you just being belittled or being in the struggle that when you do elevate, they can't stand it. So, all right, guys. Can't do it. All right. So, anyways, I won't be able to get my my bangs cut because she's off today. So I'm going to make an appointment for her for tomorrow after work. But I'm going to end this vlog. We're at the Spanish spot. Going to get some Spanish food. Raul got Subway. What is it called, Pa? Chicken ranch? Bacon ranch, I think. Anyway, he's staring it up. He's hungry. Want water, Pa? No? Alright. So, yes. So, anyways, I want to end this vlog with, if you know anybody who may be going through it, you know, don't judge. Don't, you know, you don't know how they feel, you know. And if you know someone who may be trying to hurt themselves, you know, just report it. You don't know what could go on. You don't know if they're probably fall through or whatever threats or whatever things they may say they want to do to others or themselves. Because when you turn a blind eye to certain things and then things transpire, it's like, wow, I should have freaking told, you know. And then now we're feeling guilty, and then, you know, no, because God even says, don't just turn a blind eye to people doing evil and things that you know that are not right, you know. And that's where we're going. And that's another thing, and I swear I'm done, is I feel like people are so quick to turn their eye on certain things that they could have prevented, even though that's not their job. But you just never know what you can do by saying, you know, don't do that. You know, let's just talk about it. If you want to get help, if whatever the case may be, do everything you can if they allow you to just go ahead and, you know, be a listening ear, a comforter, a confidant, a friend, or even if they need help, you know, seeking the right help. There's 211. There's many resources. Look in your local areas. There's many resources that we can utilize, that we can hand out to others. And even if you don't want to say, hey, well, Mama, I'm not comfortable because I don't want them to blame me, or me, I don't want to put myself in the middle. Well, you can go to anonymously. You know, anonymously go ahead and help them in a sense where Maybe you want to tell a teacher. If you're a student, about another child who's talking about their home and, you know, the abuse. They may be going through depression. You know, you might want to just say, you know what, this is what's really going on. It's really, I feel I'm in fear they might do something to themselves, you know. Or even if you're the one going through it, you know, it's, how can I put it? Even if you're the one going through this, you gotta understand, you are here for a reason. You know, we don't listen to man, meaning humans. You know, people are going to talk, people are going to say things. You might feel like it's the end of the world because things are not going right and you don't know how you're going to make ends meet, you know, and we're going through an inflation. You don't know how you're going to do this and that. Listen, I get it. I do. I get it. We're all going through that. But just know better days are ahead. And you just got to talk to God and tell God, I don't know what I'm going through. I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know, Lord. But I actually give me the knowledge and wisdom and the strength to keep on holding on and pushing through this. Because I'm going to be honest, this is hard. But I believe in you and I keep my faith in you. And I know I am going to get through this, even though I know it's hard. You know? So don't give up hope, even though when you feel like all hope is gone, you know. Listen, I've been there where we think that everything is not going to happen. You know, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? But really, in reality, that's saying I don't trust God and I don't believe I'm going to get through it. No. You don't know God opened doors for many that no man can open. You know? So don't listen to the way of the world. People can act like they're better than you. Let them act like they're better than you. But you just know you never change who you are for those to like you. See, that's the thing. We're different. If we're all the same, what kind of world would this be? You know? We all have a different purpose on earth. We all are either here to teach us a lesson or be a lesson. Alright? So, end the gun violence. This nation needs a prayer in itself, you know, and only God can fix it. And all we need to do is, you know, as, you know, sisters and brothers in Christ, really, is just do better. We need to do better. We need to do better. Listen to our children. Listen to whomever may be going through something, you know. And mental illness is a big, big, big deal. And it's time for a change. We need more gun laws. We need more resources for everyone going through this, and not limit the resources to higher end neighborhoods. All right, y'all. Until the next video, next vlog. Stay safe, stay blessed, and see you later.
Bloody, bloody murder.